through one more time and make it to the playoffs. It's CT side for NiP early on, and it's Titan on the terrorist side. And look at this extremely defensive setup that they've got going on.
Yeah, everybody actually, although I would say that NiP are willing to go for a little bit more of an aggressive stance in mid, with Exist challenging the man in suicide. That's Existence. And there's Alu on Cat, the aggressive push here from NiP. They really want to try to get somebody out. Alu with the fadeaway headshot onto Smith. What is this?
All he did was jump.
Yeah, that Smith's getting a little ahead of himself. And now Scream challenging the Alu, gets another headshot. He holds his ground. He shuts down the headshot machine.
All right, now it's 3 versus 5, and not a good position to be in if you're going to be in the pistol round here. They haven't even got close to being on a bomb site.
Yeah, and Freiberg looking for it. He's going to get that headshot, trying to bring it back. Well, Titan are at least. And Shoxy, he's on the way. He picks up the headshot on Alu, finally removes the fin from short. Existence trying to take point, trying to find another one. But NiP, they know that they're running this clock down. They're playing the time, and Titan are going to start feeling more and more pressure in this situation. Titan trying to make it sound like they're going to head back to B, but they're stomping around on Cat, and Forrest is close enough in CT to hear this. He gets right back under him, and now they know this is going to be an ace-type play, and Existence starts off strong, finds the headshot on Freiberg. Exist playing on A slope, just trying to stay alive. Doesn't do a very good job of it, and Shoxy's in a 1v2, but with 15 seconds left, it isn't a whole lot of time to make this play. He needs to challenge Forrest, win the duel, but it's not going to happen. Forrest shuts him down, and NiP, they win the pistol round here, once again starting off strong on the map.
Yeah, and the battle at the end there, a fitting one as well. Forrest versus Shock, some of the best pistol players in the world right there. Also got Edward on Na'Vi somewhere, but there are some players like that have a bit of a talent with that particular.
Old habits die hard, Anders. Smith, you can't make jumps like that and expect to get away with it anymore. Not since the update.
No, but I mean the style in which Alu got the fadeaway was ridiculous. I mean, he actually had been looking, but that was just him saying, "Oh, I'm not going to stay here anymore. I'm going to fall back. And I guess I'll take Smith with me."
Yeah, right.
Why not?
Why not? I know. I'll just go ahead and pick up another one too. Like 2 kills for him. Alu, speak of the devil, he's changed up his position now. He has the scout holding in mid. Misses the headshot, and this is a force buy out of Titan. They've got pistols, few nades, the Kevlar as well. They want to see if they can just strike right back at NiP. But yeah, get right with the P90 on B side up close. This could turn into a slaughter.
Yeah, and what's interesting is that unlike Cash, where NiP were expecting Titan to get a little bit close, this time they don't pick up the really sort of soft SMGs like MP9, MP7. They want the long-range battle here, and P90 and the FAMAS obviously was not an SMG. Still works well on long range. Forrest is going to pick up one before he goes down. And Alu, get right in the back lines here, helping out to get himself a double kill.
This is just silly. Goes ahead, sprays away, gets another kill. So 2 for Get Right.
So just to point out again, the difference in how the map architecture is, Dust2 is such long range that if you get an MP7 or an MP9, it just becomes a bit more tricky. So this is actually NiP playing it a bit safe, and I like that. I think when you have as much on the line as you do for a major here, I think it's worth it to keep your cool just a little bit.
Yeah, and NiP, I mean, obviously they want that 2-0. They want to get into the quarterfinals. And so Titan, unfortunately for them, it didn't work out with the force buy. They're going to go for another hard eco here. It's going to be Glocks and P250s, no nades to help things along, and they're straight out into mid, perhaps going to just charge straight out into the blender here. Yeah, exactly. Forrest holding the line with that M4A1, triple spray down for him, looking for the headshot as well, and he's calmly clicking away, but Alu robs him with the HE, and it's going to leave Existence all by his lonesome, and Exist is ready and waiting for him. Hey, how's it going, Existence? Time for a dirt nap. And it's going to be a 3-0 lead here for NiP. Very quick round there for Titan.
Indeed, we're even seeing a couple of smiles on the NiP side, so a good start here for them. Now Titan, 4th round coming up here. They've got all AKs and 4 smokes, as they're going to be a bit on shocks as well. We'll see if they could put something to good use. No AWP in play. Alu still has the scout. I don't mind that. I think it's worth it for him to hold on to. It's still a very good weapon.
And all the AKs, and actually just exact same strategy coming out here from Titan. All 4 into upper dark, just leaving Long alone. Smith is the one lurking at top mid, suicide, trying to keep an eye on Cat. Right now, they're really looking to try and get the punish. Flashed, and it's completely ineffective. Existence actually blinded, and Exist still with the P90. Triple spray as they try and go through. Titan trying to pull a fast one on NiP, but NiP not going to get caught off guard. Exist will finally go down, but he did his job. 3 kills for 1, and now NiP, they're in a perfect situation to just lock down this round.
Wow, not a reflection of how effective the P90 usually is. That was a hell of a round. Alu going to be taking down Smith here, and RPK in lower dark, shot in the face. Alu takes him down, double kill, and both headshots. The return on investment for the P90, I feel like, is not usually that much. I mean, it's kind of meant for close range spray like that, but when you've got 3 people coming in like that, it's a bit much,
Yeah, it just spits out bullets. The other thing to keep in mind is that with the P90, you're not getting that bonus money that you get with the other SMGs. You're only getting the $300 per kill. So, you know, it's not going to just be that huge amount of money just right there in your pocket. But, you know, it's all right. I guess when you start the round with 10,000, you can go ahead and get a Scar 20. No problem. And Freiburg just straight up the top hit, gets the double kill, drops the bomb carrier. RPK, though, takes that Alu on long. So still, Titan trying to find some kind of leverage here on the map.
Shock's taking a fight as well. Freiburg looking for more. He needs the kills here. It's going to be the triple. Looking for one last bullet on Shock's. Seeing if he can click him away. A bit of a flashbang out. Forest showing up to help out. And that's going to make it 5-0 and NiP. I mean, unlike on Cash, which they did end up winning, I think it's been an even better start this time around, 5-0.
And I'm a bit surprised that Titan get caught off guard by that, because this is a very firm philosophy for NiP. When they know that their opponents are on eco, they love to just go and bully them. It doesn't matter if NiP have the rifles, they've made an investment in the round. No, they just want to go and take the fight, stomp on Titan while they're on the ground, and really try and get into their heads, because that's going to make Titan just a little bit more nervous when it comes to this next buy round, this key round here for Titan when they have all of the guns.
AWP and Auto Sniper in play on NiP's side. Smith, though, who has a reputation for particularly opening on Dust2, although I would say mostly Dust2 CC side. Still, we'll see if he can make the big difference here. Alu out on long, that's not an easy position to challenge no matter what rifle you have, but it seems like they might be trying to set up for something. They're going to try and put up the smoke. They make the jump over first. Freiburg in the corner with the FAMAS. It's hard to spray down a lot of people with it. He's going to go for the first one. Scream dying next in line. Existence is there, and Alu picking up RPK, and the whole arm of that push is now gone. All that's left is Shox and Smith, who were supposed to sort of rendezvous with the rest of the team up in a bomb site. That's not going to happen. Smith's last man left. Bomb up there. NiP, where is this coming from?
They can't do it. I mean, Titan just they're going for these fixed plays, but there's the sense of urgency there that really isn't pleasing to watch, at least if you're a Titan fan. I mean, NiP, they just keep getting set up. They get those crossfires established, and actually we have a pause coming out now, so I wouldn't be surprised actually. Yeah, it's Shoxy initiating it, so I wouldn't be surprised to have this be just a tactical pause saying, guys, we need to actually take a breather here.
We've got to point out that it's not common for teams to take tactical pauses this early. But I think it's a good idea. You're down 6-0. Why wouldn't you?
And I mean, they just haven't been getting any kills at all, Titan. So the money is completely out of control for NiP. Titan, it is now or never, because they have a long road ahead of them to start getting NiP to even, get close to ecoing. It's just like 2 rounds in a row, 3 rounds in a row, and by then, loss bonus is going to start kicking in for NiP. So this is pretty much the worst case scenario for Titan. They need to just get rolling right here, and they have enough money to go for a buy with this round. So what can they actually go for? They've tried the fixed executes. They've gone for what seems like, well, I mean, they've gone for 2 strats at least. One with the lower dark push straight into mid. They tried to do that twice in a row. Okay, that gets shut down. Now let's try and execute onto A long, see if that works. Nope. So what's that left with? What does that leave you? A B split, something like that? That Titan haven't tried yet. But NiP are going to be having the exact same conversation. What haven't Titan tried yet? How can we set up to shut it down?
Apart from the P90 round from Existence, actually NiP have shown that they don't hold mid that aggressively. They've had a couple of rounds where they've had 2 in B and then 1 in CT spawn, which is the setup you want to go for. I mean, it's the setup you want on the terror side if you're going to go for a B split. So yeah, I would say B split's a reasonable choice. Down suicide there was Existence, but he survives and is called out for a reason. Freiburg, though, will take down shots over at long, so no joy there at all. And 6-0. NiP just continuing where they left off, it seems.
And Shock's really just trying to go for the confidence play. Smith as well just feeds himself into Alu. And well, now it's going to be Scream, Existence, and RPK, the last 3 alive here for Titan in a 3-on-5 situation. Bomb is in mid on Existence, who's playing very close angles, trying to see if anybody's going to try and push through. No reason for Force to go in there. Get Right finds RPK lurking in upper dark. And right now, Titan, they're taking these duels, and they're just losing them flat out. If you're going to go for this style of play, you have to have the confidence to just win those fights straight up. That's what Shoxy's trying to do over at long. He's just running out there alone, looking for a duel, just saying, okay, if I can get this kill, I can be the one to get things going for my team. That's what we expect of Shoxy. He is that godlike type of player.
Yeah. And if you start thinking to yourself, you're absolutely right, though. If you start thinking, what if I don't get it? And you might as well stop playing. So you kind of have to try and see if you can make it work. Exists up here with the auto sniper taking down Scream. Finally, that weapon gets put into play a little bit. Yeah, he's had it for a while without being able to use it on anybody. And now Titan also realized that's in play somewhere. Forest is going to be getting a kill. It's for Team Ace, each individual member of NiP picking up a kill, making it 7-0 in their own favor. And Titan, they need a way back.
And Actually, you know, they're right on the edge. Smith has got enough for a full buy. The rest of them are sitting on 3,000 though. So without that bomb plant, I think Titan are going to have to play it a little easier here, go for a quasi buy, Tech 9s, Kevlar. But this still leaves them with enough money to get a very good buy-in on the next round. Titan, look at NiP though, they're just crazy. They go for double op Scar 20. I mean, if Titan actually succeed in getting into a bomb site, it's going to be really difficult for NiP to retake that site, but then just the sheer firepower that's here ready and waiting. Forrest misses his initial shot, but then Alu, they actually double up on lower dark. Alu to pick off RPK, Forrest drops Shoxy. Forrest could get the follow-up, but he just misses the shot.
That bomb is down in the middle as well, and Alu's up here, jumping through the smoke as Smith, and he's actually going to miss a couple of shots in a row here, the Finnish player. Get right, cleaning up in the middle on Scream and Existence. Deagle in hand, a grenade at his back, and Assist will take him out. So 8-0. This is a horrible second map here for Titan. This is nothing like it was on Cash.
No, this is a landslide. And sometimes you see this actually, and you know, where when you're in a first map in a best-of-3 series and it's such a close-fought map and you think that, you know, you threw it away or you should have won that first map, it's really difficult for teams to get their heads back into the game mentally, to figure out, well, how to just start landing those shots again, right, to regain that momentum. And I think we're seeing that right now with Titan, missing the strong start, missing the pistol at the beginning, and then just getting slammed repeatedly by NiP. I mean, NiP are doing an excellent job of making sure that Titan just don't regain their confidence, don't actually find a way to get back into this map.
They've got a double up setup, so you can again tell that the terrorist side, they're looking for new answers, new way to approach the map and see if they can beat NiP in a different way. It's double up, also a sniper on the NiP side, which is borderline ridiculous, but we'll see if it is going to work out. Molotov to clear out close near the door here, and Alu, he's going to respect that and fall back into CT spawn, but Get Right is set up for a B split here. If they come through B, all their focus right now is going to be Black Plateau, and actually now it won't because Exist goes down. They might have time to check the corners here. Get Right was hoping for Exist. He's still in the corner. They haven't checked it yet. Alu picks up a killer. Oh no, Scream gonna come and check it for the headshot there, and now Alu, can he get the cross? In fact, he won't, and Shox will take him out. Now 2 versus 3 here. Finally something is working for Titan, and it's not even necessarily the double up that did it. Shox did take down 2, but Forrest and Freiburg here, 8 rounds in a row, they might just have the confidence to try and see if they can go for this.
Yeah, or just they need to be taking some guns, some additional guns off of Titan. So this is why Freiburg is trying to hunt. RPK will take out Forrest at the same time, and the whole thought process there for NiP is we need to make this as expensive as possible for Titan because they just reset their economy.
Just to point out, if Exist doesn't go down in back plateau, then it's very likely for Scream or anybody else to be checking that corner, because you're going to be worried about fighting that person all the time. And Get Right with some great trigger discipline. We shouldn't criticize him for not getting these kills. He was setting himself up for more than just a single kill. He wanted to get the double.
He was going for the triple.
Yeah.
And so now, well, Titan again going for that double off. No problem at all for them. Nice flash there onto Freiburg, but the HE is going to stop any kind of follow-up push there. And now it comes down to Titan trying to push in. Look at how deep Scream is, already up onto Cat. Scoping out on this A side, but Alu's the one holding at Cars. So if Scream fully commits to this, he's going to be in for a bit of a rough surprise. Alu's so consistent at hitting these kinds of shots, but as I said, I kind of cursed him there, actually. He misses the first one.
And they are playing against Scream, so they hear that tabbing. They might realize who's playing up there. You've got to be a little bit careful. They have helmets, but they won't help at all. 10 rounds in here. And Titan, they have got to set in motion an epic comeback. It's going to be a very long road back, even worse than it was for NiP on Cash, it seems. Existence down to half, and they jump up on that box. Smiths with a bit of a mistake there. Not sure what the reasoning was. Scream now caught out in the open, taking the fight, and he'll take Exist with him just at the end, but it's still looking decent for NiP. Shoxton Get Right left, or Shoxton RPK left, and 2 versus 1 now. Shox, can he actually cover the bomb from here? I think it is planted on his side of the bomb site, looking for the kill, and the Molotov is going to force him back, but that's all. They have another Molotov on Forrest as well. It's going to be double up. Shox walking out. He misses the kill, and it's still being defused. What's going on? There's the kill. Freiburg goes down. No defuse. Forrest picking up one more Molotov, and he's going to walk in here looking for the kill, and he gets it, and he's going to have, I think, just enough time.
Barely.
Whoa, that even made that touchdown over. 3 Molotovs is what they picked up. They only put 2 of them down, and Shox missed that first kill.
Misses the first shot. If he lands that first shot, that round is pretty much over. There's no way Forrest is getting into position to take the fight with him. He can just toy with him for days. Smith, though, really trying to force the issue there. Even before the bomb gets planted, he's just offering himself up. Of course there's going to be a firing squad waiting for him on the other side of those smokes. A real big play there from him. But this is just, you know, worst case scenario now for Titan. just as I said, they get their economy reset. We can see the force buy from them. No fancy play this time, no AWP. A couple of Galils, a Tech 9 on Smiths. I mean, it's not a whole lot to work with here, whereas NiP, they had so much money to rebuy. They didn't care that it went down to a 1v1. They have everything they need here to just wreck Titan and take this. I mean, it could even turn into a 14-1 at this point, Anders.
Yeah, things have spun completely out of control. And it was a close round that decided it, and turned out in favor of NiP. Forest here, gonna get the shot in on Scream. I think that was trying to get up on the box. They've got a couple of AK, a couple of Galils, and I don't know, they've got to put on, if they get everything around for 9-6 here, if they can make that work, I'd say there's still a chance they can get back in the game.
Man, they actually managed to thread the needle here versus Forest. He does a little bit of damage, but he doesn't get a kill. And so now we have 4 players gathered up here on Catwalk. This is going to be a full execute here for Titan. They're looking to set up that smoke wall. With the flashes, the nades, this could actually make it work. Trying to actually pull a fast one here to make it a little bit more difficult for Alu, but he spots the man jumping down. And again, they're saved just by the wall there. Forrest, though, up in window, drops Smith. He's still under pressure, though. They're putting the shots through, and RPK finds the kill. It's going to be down to Get right now, alone on the B side, but Alu would exist, lending a hand, and Get right spots Shoxy trying to make his way through B Dark. It is not going to happen now. RPK's in a 1v4, and he gets full flashed as well. Get right knows exactly where he's playing from, assassinates them, and it's a 10-1 score. NiP don't even give Titan the bomb plant. No money for the Frenchman.
Wow, very, very impressive here. 10-1. I mean, this is a map where Titan should have a lot of space to move around. It seems like they've tried a bunch of different things. I don't think we've seen like the classic B split here, but apart from that, they've gone for double up on the T side. They've tried aggressive pushes up Catwalk. There's not that much left, really.
And I don't think we saw it in the replay, or we didn't get a replay, but that smoke and CT didn't look perfect to me. Exist and Alu were able to put shots through, so that should have been blocking off the CT side, and that just wasn't the case. I mean, elementary mistakes being made here by Titan that are really costing them. And so, eco round for them. They do find an AWP in mid, but Forrest just, well, shuts down Scream with a headshot. Some poetic justice there, and it's a 1v4 situation. Existence waiting at the top of mid, and it's just not going to work out for him. Freiburg finally getting in on the action here. It's been a little quiet for Freiburg, unfortunately, since Titan stopped challenging long.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, speaking of Freiburg, who's been like the weak link, I don't think I'm giving too much away for a while on NiP. Even he's doing better than Get right now in terms of kills. Forrest has got 15 though, and Alu at 14. That double up is still in effect. Smith's in the middle trying to see if he can catch anyone crossing on over, but it is smoked off. And 11-1. The rest of Shot of Titan are moving out on long. They're going to run into a couple of grenades there, trying to see if they can make their way through Shox. Leading the charge, flashing himself through. RPK's down. Shox with a gun right in Exist face. Takes one, but he can't drop Alu. He hits that shot, and that's an awful corner to be in with the AW. And Freiburg still in pit as well. Smith walking out and getting shut down here by the Finnish sniper, who's looking for now a third shot. I think he may have even spotted Scream up there. No, he's not quite realizing it, but the steps, yeah, that gave it away.
You know, who knows? Yep, he's been spotted now. What a headshot though onto Freiburg. And Scream always a threat. You cannot risk, you know, facing him alone like that. Get right's gonna walk up onto Cat though, sets it up with the nade, dunks it, and gets the job done with the bullets in the end. Anders, we have to call the paramedics. I think we're witnessing a train wreck at this point. Like,
yeah.
This is not pretty. They can't even get a bomb plant Titan. They're just running into the blender round after round, one at a time as well.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, because when you get out on long, Shox, who is leading the charge on long like that, if once he gets past the initial grenades and the fire through the smoke, that's usually a great sign. That means, you know, now you're getting closer, you're able to put the flashes around the corner, and they can't make it back to the next corner in time, so they're stuck there. Alu was stuck in that corner, but NiP keep winning these fights, and then they hadn't checked the pit for Freiburg, so I don't know, Titan, there's so many things going on right now, and I'm not seeing like a huge amount of coordination anymore.
No. It
just seems like now it's a real free-for-all. Like, we've got the basic setup, but once someone clicks the trigger, everybody just goes, and it's not the style they are good at playing.
Yeah, these are acts of desperation at this point. Titan they're trying to will it to happen, to make it through the groups. And it's just not going to happen here in the end as Exist gets a perfect spray down. He does get caught out by Scream, but again, Scream 1v4. Forrest is there to pick him off. And Titan, I mean, it is just not happening. 13-1 the score. And Titan force buying, of course, because this is the 15th round, the last round of this first half. And what can possibly be going through Shoxy's mind at this point? I mean, he comes from a team that wins majors to a team that gets 14-1. Well, it's not the end of their half yet, but
yeah, but it's not far off. Shox, you know, he is kind of the guy you'd expect to try and carry it through. I think he did get 32 kills on Cash, so, you know, he's trying to drag his team back in the game right here. Smith's also picking up a kill on Freiburg. Alu on that corner, going to take one, looking for a second. He's going to get it as well. Existence and Smith both gone. He's still here. 19 health, one grenade, and he would be gone. They're getting close. Scream going to come around the corner, and they trade, but then the auto sniper going to saw them to pieces, and it's down to RPK in a 1 versus 2. He's got the deagle and plenty of time. I'm not sure if Exist realized this. He's reloading. Did he catch RPK then?
He just heard the deagle, though.
Did, and look at that. Spamming away. 14-1. NiP. I don't know how they do it.
I think it's hard to analyze a train wreck like this, apart from the fact that it's just the team. There is no longer any team on Titan. They're trying to, but they just keep, this is where it just gets desperate. They just rush out into these situations where NiP have got the crossfires established. They're not making, even when they try and make use of the nades, it's the little finishing touches. It's the delayed flash that would flash Alu and allow them to get out. It's these sorts, and flash on long that would try and break up that crossfire. These things aren't really happening for Titan. They're just kind of, you know, going through the motions mechanically at this point. Oh, we need to put this smoke, and then you run out, right? And then, oh, well, actually we forgot the flash. And then it just doesn't, it's not going to work versus NiP. NiP, if you give them the chance, when you have 4 guys sitting on 16,000 pretty much at the end of the half, yeah.
What is so weird is that NiP, again, historically, and for any newcomers who are out there who haven't watched, there's a reason we call it a classic coach, because they've been playing for such a long time. But historically speaking, NiP have always been very bad in best of ones. In the group stage, they've actually always struggled. And then once we get into, well, traditionally would have been the playoffs for best of threes because of the format here. You know, we've got best of 3 right now. And what always changes is that NiP really seem to step it up. They've got a certain strength for playing these kinds of formats, and I'm wondering if that's helping them out a little bit here. The look on Existence's face.
Hey, it's a nightmare.
Is that like a prayer? Is that what we're seeing here?
This is disgusting.
Hands folded.
Not only have you not managed to make it out of the groups for 2 years now, since the first major in Titan's case, to go out like this, Anders, not like this.
No.
Not like this. This is. Well, we won't see Titan again, basically. They're going to go into their hotel rooms, and then we're going to have to just basically make sure that Dreamhack put a couple people in there with them just so nothing horrible happens, because this is incredibly ugly.
I think Richard was trying to point it out at the beginning, and we've seen for some time that the Titan project has been a really hard one to make work, although, like I said, recently their form has been looking really good.
Oh, wow.
So
and look at this B-spawn. Look at this B-spawn from NiP. They're like, okay, boys, Kevlar train. Don't even watch mid. Don't even see how many people are going across. It's just full YOLO, Anders, straight in.
They are just going to go for it. RPK up here, and he's realizing now there's a lot of trouble. They trade places. Shock's looking for the kill on Get Right. RPK taking 2 with headshots. Shock's is there as well. And Forrest is going to get 1 in return, but it might not have been enough here. Great hold. Freiburg also dropping RPK, and Forrest fighting with Smith. He takes 1 more shot. They're turning it around. How could it possibly be? Existence going to take 1 down, and now it's Shock's in a 1 versus 2. How did this slip out of their control? They made it so far in. Shock's here taking 1, looking for the last headshot, but he can't get it. Freiburg drops him. It's 15-1. They should have won that round. 3 kills to start off with, and it still doesn't work.
You can hear a bit of the cheer going on in the background.
The chanting of the crowd. I think everyone who's here in the venue, they've seen it in other tournaments that NiP could do this, but to see it in person is still a little bit different.
That's Titan. Where are your basics? Why are you running in when they haven't even planted the bomb? You have a man advantage, and you're running in and you just throw the round away. Sure that you have to have one of the most legendary games of your career if you want to make it back from this situation, but just running in is just desperation all out. And now, well, Forrest is going to take out Shoxy. They have control of the A side. Titan went for the gamble. It didn't work, and it's going to come down to the retake, but Get Right's already waiting. He's going for the spray. RPK lands a shot with the scout, but he's done the damage. Get Right. RPK with another headshot, though. He's making it interesting. Exist stands his ground and drops Existence. He takes out RPK, and Forrest is looking for a piece of the action as well, but NiP are keeping their cool. They know it's a 2-on-2 situation now. They know they don't have to take any risks, any dumb fights. They can just whittle down Titan as they try and move out onto Catwalk. And Smith is going to get taken out, all with the last 2 kills. And 16-1, NiP will 2-0 Titan, put them out of the major, and move on to the quarterfinals in second seed.